Okay, so session today is cornering, and the aim of the session is to explore and to better understand the sort of fundamental body movements in cornering so that you can go away and practice that in your own time. In terms of the bike setup, you put your saddle down out of the way a little bit, good stuff, and we've got your front tyre with a little bit of squidge, about 25 psi. Just tucking that hangy thing out of your pocket as well, because that'll be touching the floor and you get it leaned right over. And we're going to kick off, you can ignore those cones for a bit, because we're going to kick off over here. And what I'd like to do is just ride around and see what you can do with your body to get the ends of your handlebar as close to the ground as you can. Okay, so anything you can do that'll allow you to get both sides, try and get the end of your bar close to the floor. Fantastic. So building on what you're already doing, Rachel, I'd like you to do it, but put all of your weight onto one leg. Okay, so make sure pretty much the entire body weight is just on one foot. Up to you, yeah. Okay. But given what your natural tendency is there, I'd stick with your tendencies. Fantastic. Amazing. Just trod in a puddle, very wet foot. How's that feel in terms of standing on the outside pedal there?
It actually feels quite stable when I put all the body weight and trust that pedal.
Superb. What does that allow you to do with your body?
It allows me to keep my body straight, but to put the back on it.
Spot on. Love what you're saying. Okay, so all the weight on one foot. What I'd also like you to do now is think about putting as much of your upper body weight onto one arm as you can. So keep the weight on one foot and then try and put as much body weight as you can onto one arm. Do you feel more natural turning one way than the other?
Yeah, I think I feel more natural for some reason turning to my left.
Turning left.
Which is strange because I'm...
That's the opposite Zoolander, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right, keep cracking away. And just to show that you're putting all of your weight onto one arm, the arm that's not got much weight on it, I want you to just sort of spread your fingers out so we can see that you're not gripping too tight with it.
Okay.
Fantastic. And then go for the favoured left turn. Lovely. Loose right hand on the left turn there, yep. And then the other way around. Keep cracking at that. Lovely job. How does that feel? Cool. Keep working at that, and I want you to really straighten that arm and apply all of your upper body weight onto that hand, okay? So the other arm is basically redundant, but I want to see a fully straight arm on one side, and the other arm's going to be making a different shape, okay? Superb. And what's the effect of pushing down really hard on that one hand? Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, just keep working at that. So all the weight on one foot and all the weight on one hand. Very nice. So what that gives you is one straight arm and one arm that's bent at the elbow. Superb. Okay, so without stopping, we're going to put another little rule in here. I'd like you to bring your head so that it's not more than about 25 centimetres above your handlebars, okay? So You're not allowed to lift your head much higher above your bars than 25, 30 centimeters at most. There we go. And just keep working at that for a minute. See your brain ticking away there, Rachel?
It really is. See steam coming out of my ears next?
So that head's going to come down a little bit lower. And at the same time, still keep those other sort of constraints in mind. So yeah, I can see all your weight on your left foot there, fantastic. That's a nice aggressive looking position, very good. Does that feel awkward or does that feel fairly natural?
It feels pretty natural, I think. If you want to
Keep it going. And are you noticing any effect on the bike from actually lowering your body down like that?
Again, it feels more stable, just really grippy.
Cool. Fantastic. If you listen to your tyres as you do that as well, see if you can pick out any noises. Apart from that strange creaking coming from your free hub as well.
You actually hear like a bit of the, you hear the grip if that makes sense?
Yeah, absolutely. We'll talk about that in a second. Superb. And the final thing I want you to really focus on is while you're keeping your head within sort of 20, 30 centimetres of the bars in terms of up and down, in terms of forwards and backwards movement, if I was to say to you your stem bolt, does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I want your chin to be not behind or not in front of your stem bolt, okay? So obviously you'll move your hands side to side like this as you are, but your chin can't get in front of your stem bolt, can't get behind. What we want to do is just centre your weight there, okay? So. Fantastic.
You don't have another huge car there.
If only you parked it properly.
Did you show this video to him? Small heart attack.
We'll make a health and safety video later. Superb, that's looking really poised. Okay, so we've got all the weight on one foot.
Yep.
We've got all the weight on one hand.
Yep.
One straight arm, one bent arm.
Yep.
And then head low
Chin at the stem.
and chin at the stem, yeah. I just want to talk to you about your tyres a second, actually. Brand new tyres just fitted.
Yes.
Never used these before.
Yeah, fitted by an expert.
High Roller, something like that. High Roller is fantastic. So the way tyres are designed is that you've got these centre knobbles for rolling on, or on the back. They're going to help with your grip when you're climbing and when you're braking. But more importantly for cornering, you've got these side knobbles.
Yeah.
So the noise that you're hearing is these side knobbles actually sort of fighting for grip, so they're compressing into the ground.
Okay.
And because they're under pressure, as they release, you're hearing that kind of ripping noise.
Oh, okay.
That's what you want to listen out for in cornering. So if you follow riders and they're really passive like this, then you won't find that. There'll just be a constant rumble.
Right.
But if you follow riders who are actually doing what you were just doing there and actually really forcing the grip by pressuring down,
Yeah.
then you'll hear that noise coming out of it. If you were to describe your bike position when you're going around like that,
Yeah.
what would it look like in terms of the angle of the bike, do you think?
The angle of my body or
The bike first, yeah.
The bike, I think the bike was more leaning to the side.
Yeah, totally, yeah. What
Yeah.
sort of angle do you reckon you're getting? We can look on the video in a bit. But
It probably felt to me like I was doing about 50 degrees tilt, but there was probably about 10.
You're sort of talking about this angle.
Not too
So
bad.
yeah, leaned right over. And
Oh,
obviously
good.
the harder you're pushing, as you found, the sharper
The more
the
it's-
corners
yeah.
come. Yeah. So you're about this angle. What were you doing with your body? So if I was
trying
to sort of describe
I
it.
was trying to keep my body more, if the bike was like that, I was trying to keep my body sort of straight to kind of counteract it so it wasn't going to flop over.
Yeah, so it's to stop your bike from
Sliding.
flopping over, sliding. Yeah, absolutely. We call that washing out. So if you don't actually push against it and keep your body upright, then when body and bike go together, it's much more likely to push out like that. Fantastic. I'd like you to keep those things in mind,
Okay.
and we're going to move it across to this corner here.
Okay.
So the aim of this one is we're going to see how fast you can ride around this set of cones. Don't worry, it's not a slalom or anything like that. So you're going to keep your wheels within 1.5 meters of the outside of the cone. So you're going to follow the shape of the corner around the outside here, and you can see the corner gets sharper. So you're going to have to do what you have just been working on to try and keep the bike within 1.5 meters as you come around. So start slow, just get familiar with it. Stay within 1.5 meters, like I say, and the other key constraint with this is no braking.
Okay.
So what do you think braking might do to yourself? If you brake mid-corner, what's it going to do to yourself on the bike?
You're stopping the momentum, so you're more likely to fall. And your spoiler's not going to go sharp, I guess.
Yeah, like what happened when you pressured less when you were doing that exercise there?
Pressure less.
When you put less pressure on your arms?
Slow down a little bit.
Have a think. So whenever you put more weight on your foot and more weight on your hand,
Sharper turn.
sharper turn, absolutely. So if you hit the brake and slow the bike up,
You're going to lose that shape. So
Yeah.
you're going to have more of a bend.
it brings the bike upright.
Oh,
And what that means is that you drift to the outside of the bend. Well, in this scenario, it doesn't really matter. You're just going to drift a little bit wider. But if there's trees and bits and pieces on the outside, that's not where you want to be. So we're going to try and avoid braking in the corner. So if you start slow, coming at whatever feels comfortable, and just try and maintain that, and then obviously do what you need to do further in the corner. So within 1.5 meters of the cones and no braking. Best of luck. Have a few runs to get familiar with it, and we'll just increase the speed as you feel more confident. Get yourself a good run up and throw rate just so you can take it all the way around. Come back past Washington